the creator of Weregeek. Now, for those of you who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about your comic?
Weregeek is about Mark, who thought he was just a regular guy until he got into D&D and has descended into the world of gaming. So it sort of jumps in and out from his regular life to the lives of his characters.
And it's got a really interesting structure wherein I would say there's two levels of gaming, because you go into fantasy as soon as they're in their gaming world, but there's also an overarching plot where hunters are out to get the geeks.
Yeah, and in my world, geeks have weird and crazy powers that aren't quite explained yet, but we're revealing a little bit more every time I do a storyline about that.
Nice, and you've got extremely well-developed characters. Is there any one character that you identify that you feel channels you a little bit more, that is more representative of your personality?
They all channel me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like Mark was very much drawn from me getting into gaming, because I didn't game until just after high school, sort of early college. Mm-hmm. But the one that everyone always says is almost exactly me is Abby, because I'm kind of small and hyper and,
super energetic. Would it be safe to assume that you identify as a geek?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I LARP twice a month, so yes.
So fact, I am a geek.
Fact, geek.
That's awesome. And so other than gaming, what are some of your geek pleasures that right now, like TV shows?
Oh my god, I watch so many dorky TV shows. I'm a huge BioWare fan. I've played through all the Dragon Age games and Mass Effect and, just pretty much everything they've put out. I love all kinds of video games, but I don't get a lot of time to play them.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, I have to save up for my favorites and then go, okay, I'm taking 3 hours.
Well, that was one thing that I was going to ask. Do you find you have a lot of time to geek out anymore, or do you just have to be super selective about it?
I have to be really selective about it. I can only be in one weekly game, sort of a tabletop. Mm-hmm. Any more than that, it starts to get cut into my comic making time.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, the two LARPs I'm in are both on the same weekend, so like my whole first weekend of the month is gone to gaming, which is nice, but it's really busy.
I guess it gives you like the weekend and then fresh start for the month after that.
It's weird getting into one character's mindset and then turning 360 and then going into another character's mindset like the day after.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But it's fun.
And then you've got weekly sketches as well. Are those commissions that people ask you to do, or are they just like what goes through your mind, a mix of both?
Some of them are commissions that people ask me to do. Usually those are the inked ones, because I've finished them.
Yeah.
But anytime I'm just sort of working through an idea in my head, I'll get out the sketchbook and go sit on the couch and draw it out. And those I usually do in pen, because it's just sort of a quick, really fast sketch thing.
Nice.
So yeah, I have a mix of those.
Besides Weregeek, you also have a journal.
Yeah, Moosehead Stew. It's been on hiatus for a while because I've been catching up and trying to get ahead on Weregeek. Mm-hmm. But I'm actually starting it up June, which is this week, I think. I'm going to start it for 2 months and then see if I can keep it going after that, just with my schedule.
And where did the idea of that come from?
From my mom bugging me because she doesn't understand Weregeek. So she's like, I need you to make a comic I understand.
Oh my God.
And I went, okay, I'll do one about my life.
I know what you mean. It's hard. I feel like it's a really tricky step to explain to your parents what being a geek means and like trying to communicate the narratives that go with it.
Yeah, Mom knows I dress up as a vampire sometimes and go to a game, and she doesn't really understand it.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And I haven't played vampire in like 5 years.